Kim Dae-ho walked through the long halls of the Galactic Council station. His black shoes made soft sounds on the smooth metal floor. Other beings moved around him. Some had scales like snakes. Others looked like walking crystals. A few had two, many arms or eyes in strange places. Dae-ho smiled at everyone he passed. He always smiled. The other council members thought humans were simple and happy creatures. They thought Earth people were weak and stupid. Dae-ho let them think this way. "Ambassador Kim," called a voice behind him. Dae-ho turned around. Yutkala approached him. The Vextar had green scales and yellow eyes. Sharp teeth showed when he talked. "Still playing the fool, I see. I am just happy to serve peace," Dae-ho said. His voice was soft and kind. "How can I help you today?" Yutkala laughed. The sound was like breaking glass. "Your people want mining rights in the Kepler sector? You know this will not happen?" "Perhaps we can talk about it," Dae-ho said. "Maybe we can find a way that works for everyone." "Talking," Yutkala said. He shook his big head. "You humans always want to talk. The strong take what they need. The weak ask for scraps." Dae-ho nodded. "Yes, I understand your point. But talking has solved many problems before." Yutkala walked away, still laughing. Other aliens nearby heard this talk. They whispered to each other. The humans were so weak, so foolish, so easy to push around. Dae-ho went to his office. It was a small room with one window. Earth looked like a blue dot far away. He sat at his desk and turned on his computer. The screen showed normal Earth news, happy families, children playing, scientists working on peaceful projects. But Dae-ho pressed a hidden button. The screen changed. Now it showed something else. Dr. Lee Soo-jin appeared on the screen. She had short black hair and sharp eyes. She wore a white lab coat. "Ambassador," Soo-jin said, "I heard the morning meeting did not go well." "They refused again," Dae-ho said. "Yutkala was very rude. The others just watched and smiled." Soo-jin made a note on her tablet. "The Vextar fleet is moving toward our colonies. Our hidden sensors show 60 ships. 60, Dae-ho said. He did not look worried. "That is more than last time. Much more. They planned something big." Soo-jin looked at other screens around her. "Admiral Song asks if we should prepare." "Not yet," Dae-ho said. "Let them think we are helpless a little longer." The next day, Dae-ho went to the council meeting. The big room had seats for 200 beings from 50 different worlds. At the center sat Mordak, the council leader. He looked like a giant ant with 4 arms. "Today, we discuss the Kepler sector," Mordak said. His voice was deep and cold. "The humans want mining rights. This makes us laugh." Other council members made noise. Some hissed, some clicked, some made sounds Dae-ho could not understand. They were all laughing at humans. Dae-ho stood up. "I ask again for fair treatment. The Kepler sector has room for everyone." Zefina of the Nexari spoke. She looked like a walking diamond. Light came from inside her body. "Humans have 3 small colonies. 3! We have built cities on 1,000 worlds." "Small steps lead to big journeys," Dae-ho said. "Your colonies produce nothing useful," Yutkala said. "Your people farm and build houses, like children playing with toys." "We are peaceful people," Dae-ho said. "We want to grow slowly and safely." The whole council laughed now. Even the quiet ones made noise. War Chief Kelnox stood up. He was bigger than the others. His skin was red and hard like stone. Peaceful people do not deserve rich worlds. Perhaps we can share, Deho said. Share? Kelnox roared. The strong do not share with the weak. Mordak hit his desk with a big hammer. The room went quiet. The council has decided. Humans will leave the Kepler sector. You have 10 days. Deho felt his heart beat faster, but his face stayed calm. What if we refuse? Then we will remove you, Yutkala said. His teeth showed again. Like cleaning bugs from a house, Deho bowed. I will tell my people. After the meeting, Deho walked back to his office. Other beings avoided him now. They thought he was finished, done, no longer important. In his office, Deho called Sujin again. 10 days, he said. I heard, Sujin said. The whole galaxy heard. They broadcast the meeting. Good. Now everyone will see what happens next, Sujin smiled for the first time in weeks. General Kang is ready. Admiral Song is ready. All our people are ready. How long since we started preparing? Deho asked. 53 years, Sujin said. Since the first day we met these aliens. Deho looked out his window again. Earth seemed so far away, so small, so weak. They think we are children. Children, grow up, Sujin said. That night, Deho could not sleep. He thought about his home. He thought about his family. He thought about all the humans working in space, building, learning, waiting. The aliens thought humans were soft. They thought Earth people were afraid of fighting. They thought wrong. Deho got up and made tea. He sat by his window and watched the stars. Somewhere out there, Vextar ships were moving toward human colonies. Soon, everything would change. He picked up his phone and sent a message to Earth. Just 3 words. The time comes. On Earth, President Hanbo Young read the message. She called a meeting. General Kang came. Admiral Song came. Dr. Sujin came. Many others came. It begins, the president said. The next morning, Deho went to breakfast. The station's food hall was full of aliens. They talked loudly about the humans leaving Kepler sector. They made jokes. They thought it was funny. Deho got his food and sat alone. He ate slowly and smiled at everyone who looked at him. Inside, he counted days. 9 more days of pretending. 9 more days of being laughed at. Then the galaxy would learn the truth about humans. The attack came on the 8th day. Governor Park Min-ho was eating lunch when the alarm started. Red lights flashed in his office on New Sol Colony. His secretary ran in with fear in her eyes. Sir, we have ships coming, she said. Many ships. Min-ho ran to the window. The sky was full of dark shapes. Vextar warships hung in the air like black clouds. They were huge, much bigger than anything humans were supposed to have. Get me, Captain Cho, Min-ho said. Young-soo appeared on the screen. He was in his uniform. Behind him, people were running. Governor, we count 60 ships, maybe more. Can we fight them? Young-soo was quiet for a moment. Our defense ships are toys next to those things. We have 12 small fighters. They have battle cruisers. Min-ho felt cold inside. How long do we have? They are talking to us now, Young-soo said. They want us to surrender. What do they want? Everyone off the planet in 2 hours. They say they will take the colony for the Vextar Empire. Min-ho thought fast. 3 million people lived on New Sol. 3 million humans who came here to build new lives. We cannot move everyone in 2 hours. I know, Young-Soo said. I told them this. They said it is not their problem. The screen changed. A Vextar face appeared. It was Nex Thul, their fleet commander. His scales were darker than Yutkala's. His eyes were like yellow fire. Human leader, Nex Thul said. You have 2 hours. Take what you can carry. Leave everything else. Commander, please, Minho said. We need more time. We have children here, old people, sick people. Not my concern, Nex Thul said. The Galactic Council gave us permission to clean this sector. You are the dirt we must clean. We are people, not dirt, Nex Thul laughed. The sound was worse than Yutkala's laugh. You are weak things that talk too much. 2 hours. The screen went black. Minho called an emergency meeting. All the colony. Leaders came. The hospital director came. The school principals came. The factory managers came. We have to try to save as many as we can, Minho said. Start with children and families. Dr. Kim So-young from the hospital spoke first. I have 800 patients who cannot move. Some are having surgery. Some are too sick. We will help you, said manager Lee Tae-jin from the transport company. But our ships are small. We can take maybe 50,000 people total. 50,000, Minho said. Out of 3 million. Principal Choi Ye-jin was crying. What about the children? We have 200 schools. Young-Soo's voice came over the speakers. Governor, they are getting impatient. They say 1 hour now. Minho made the hardest choice of his life. Save who you can. Start the ships. But the Vextar did not wait 1 hour. 30 minutes later, the bombing started. The first explosion shook the whole city. Minho fell down. His window broke. Glass cut his face. Outside, a school was on fire. Young-Soo's fighters tried to fight back. They were brave. They flew their small ships against the giant Vextar cruisers. It was like children throwing rocks at tanks. Minho watched Young-Soo's ship explode. The captain died trying to protect his people. The bombing went on for hours. The Vextar ships moved slowly over the cities. They destroyed everything: homes, schools, hospitals, farms. They killed anyone who moved. Minho hid in his basement with his staff. They had cameras that still worked. They watched their world. Die. Send this to Earth, Minho said. Send everything. Let them see what happens to peaceful people. The same thing happened on New Busan and New Incheon. Governor Lim Ha-young on New Busan sent her last message as Vextar soldiers broke down her door. Captain Nam Do-hyun on New Incheon fought until his ammunition was gone. The videos reached Earth in 3 hours. President Han Bo-young watched them in her office. Her face was white. Her hands shook. General Kang Hyun-woo stood beside her. He was an old man with gray hair, but his eyes were fire. Madam President, give the order. Show me first, she said. Kang pressed buttons on his tablet. The wall screen showed a map of space. Red dots showed Vextar ships. Blue dots showed human ships. There were so many blue dots the president could not count them. How many? She asked. 2,000 ships, Kang said, hidden in asteroid belts, behind moons, in deep space. We have been building and waiting for 50 years. Admiral Song Ji-hai appeared on another screen. She was on a ship somewhere in space. Madam President, Battle Group 7 is ready. We are 10 light years from the Vextar home world. How many ships do they have total? The president asked. Intelligence says 300, Song said. They think that is enough to rule the galaxy. Dr. Su-Jin joined the call from her lab. Madam, President, our quantum communication network is active. Every human ship can talk to every other ship instantly. The aliens do not have this technology. What about weapons? The President asked. Kang smiled for the first time in years. We have been very busy, Madam President. Our smallest fighter has more firepower than their biggest cruiser. The President watched the videos from the colonies again. Children running, families dying, brave people fighting with no hope. They think we are weak, she said. Yes, Kang said. They think we are peaceful, yes. They think we cannot fight. Yes, Madam President. President Han Bo-young stood up. She looked out her window at the earth below. Blue oceans, white clouds, green land, billions of people living quiet lives. General Kang, she said. Yes, Madam. President? Show them how wrong they are. Kang pressed a red button on his tablet. All across space, human ships got the same message. 2 words. Execute Mjolnir. Captain Lim Tae-young got the message on his ship. Soul's Vengeance. He was hiding behind an asteroid near a Vextar patrol fleet. The aliens had no idea he was. There. Weapons officer, Tae-young said. Power up the railguns. Yes, Captain. Targeting the lead cruiser. Wait for my command, Tae-young said. He thought about the children on New Seoul. This is for every family they murdered. All over the galaxy, human ships moved out of hiding. The aliens were about to learn that peaceful people were the most dangerous when you made them angry. Engineer. Choi Woo-jin started the engines on the battle station hidden behind Earth's moon. The station was bigger than any city. It had weapons that could destroy planets. Earth Defense Command to all ships. Admiral Song's voice went out to every human vessel. Today we show them what happens when you hurt innocent people. Today we teach them about human justice. The war was about to begin. The first strike happened at exactly the same moment across 17 star systems. Captain Lim Tae-young pressed the fire button on Soul's Vengeance. A beam of pure energy shot out from his ship. It hit the Vextar cruiser in the center. The alien ship exploded like a balloon. Pieces flew everywhere. The other Vextar ships did not understand what happened. They looked around, but saw nothing. Ghost protocol active, Tae-young said to his crew. They still cannot see us. His ship was covered in special metal that bent light around it. To the aliens, Soul's Vengeance was invisible. The humans had been working on this technology for 30 years. Second target locked, said his weapons officer, Lieutenant Jang Se-bin. Fire! Another Vextar ship died. Then another. The alien patrol fleet was gone in 5 minutes. They never saw what killed them. The same thing happened in every system. Human ships appeared from nowhere. They struck fast and hard. Then they disappeared again. On the Galactic Council station, alarms rang everywhere. Ambassador Kim Dae-ho sat in his office drinking tea. Outside his door, aliens ran back and forth. They were screaming in their own languages. Yutkala burst into Dae-ho's office. His scales were pale with fear. What is happening? Where are these ships coming from? Dae-ho looked up from his tea. His face was calm. What ships? Human ships. Hundreds of them. They are attacking our fleets. That cannot be right, Dae-ho said. Humans are peaceful. Everyone knows this. Yutkala grabbed Dae-ho by his shirt. Stop lying! Your people are destroying us! Dae-ho smiled. It was not his usual kind smile. This smile was cold. Perhaps you should have thought about that before you murdered our children. Yutkala let go and stepped back. Something in Daeho's eyes scared him. "You want to see our ships?" Daeho said. He turned on his wall screen. It showed space around the station. "Look up." Yutkala looked at the screen and made a choking sound. The space around the Galactic Council station was full of human ships. Big ships, hundreds of them. They had been hiding there all along. "Impossible," Yutkala whispered. "We have been here for months," Daeho said. "Waiting, watching, learning your weaknesses." The largest ship appeared on screen. It was the size of a small moon. Words were written on its side. Earth Defense Force Redemption. Admiral Song Ji-hai's voice came over the station speakers. "Attention Galactic Council. This is Admiral Song of the Terran Defense Force. You will surrender immediately." In space, the battle was just beginning. Battle Group Commander Oh Dong-hyun led the attack on the Vextar home fleet. His ship, Incheon's Wrath, looked like a normal cargo vessel. But when he pressed a button, parts of the ship moved and changed. Hidden weapon ports opened. Armor plates slid into place. The cargo ship became a massive warship in 30 seconds. "All ships transform," Oh commanded. Around him, 50 other ships did the same thing. They had been pretending to be cargo vessels for years. The Vextar never suspected. Captain Yi Soo-jin fired the first shot. Her railgun launched a piece of metal. At incredible speed, it hit a Vextar battleship and went right through it. The alien ship broke in half. "Their shields do not work against solid metal," Yi said over the radio. "Just like our tests showed." The Vextar tried to fight back. Their energy weapons hit the human ships but did no damage. Human armor was made from materials the aliens had never seen. Admiral Hwang Tai-jin commanded the attack on the Nexari Collective. The crystal beings thought their cities were safe inside asteroid fields. They were wrong. "Deploy gravity bombs," Hwang ordered. Commander Bai Hyun-seo launched special weapons that made gravity go crazy. The asteroids that protected the Nexari cities crushed together. Crystal buildings broke like glass. "How?" The Nexari leader sent a message. "How do you control gravity?" "We learned it from watching black holes," Hwang replied. "Humans are good at learning." Special Forces Colonel Nam Jin-woo led boarding parties onto alien ships. His soldiers wore powered armor that made them stronger and faster than any alien. They carried weapons that cut through alien metal like paper. "Remember," Nam told his troops as they flew toward an enemy ship, "we are not here to destroy everything. We want prisoners. We want information." The aliens on the ships had never seen anything like human soldiers. Master Sergeant Park Jong-ho could run faster than their vehicles. Corporal Lee Dae-young was strong enough to tear open metal doors with her hands, but the humans did not kill everyone. They captured the ships and took the crews prisoner. They treated wounded aliens with medical care. This confused the enemy more than anything. "Why do you help us?" asked an injured Vextar officer. "Because we are not like you," said medic Dr. John Subin. "We fight for justice, not for fun." The human attacks were perfect. Every strike hit exactly where it would hurt most. The aliens began to understand that humans had been studying them for decades. Cyber warfare specialist Shin Ye-jin sat in a computer room on Earth. She was only 25 years old, but she had been hacking alien networks since she was 15. Target their communication satellites, Admiral Song ordered. "Already done," Ye-jin said. "I have been inside their systems for 10 years. They cannot talk to each other anymore." One by one, alien fleets went silent. They could not call for help. They could not coordinate attacks. They were alone in space with human ships hunting them. Fighter ace Yoon Seobin led squadrons of small ships against alien fighters. The enemy pilots were good, but they had learned to fight against other aliens. They had never fought humans. Human pilots thought differently. They moved in ways that confused the aliens. They worked together like parts of one mind, and their ships were faster than anything the galaxy had ever seen. "How do they fly like that?" an alien pilot asked before his ship exploded. "They are predators," another replied. "We are prey." In 6 hours, it was over. Every major alien fleet was destroyed or captured. 17 civilizations surrendered at the same time. Ambassador Kim Dae-ho walked through the Galactic Council station. Human marines in powered armor stood guard in every hallway. The aliens who had laughed at humans now hid in their rooms. Counselor Mordak sat in his office with his head in his 4 hands. He looked up when Dae-ho entered. "You lied to us," Mordak said. "You pretended to be weak." "We never lied," Dae-ho said. "We said we were peaceful. That was true. We said we wanted to talk. That was true. We never said we were helpless." "What happens now?" Dae-ho sat down across from the giant insect being. "Now you learn what human justice looks like." The truth came out slowly, like water through a broken dam. Dr. Ryu Min-soo stood before the captured alien leaders in the main conference room of the Galactic Council station. He was a thin man with glasses, but his words carried the weight of 50 years of planning. "You want to know how we did this?" Min-soo asked. He looked at the aliens sitting at the table. Their hands were tied. Their proud faces showed fear now. "You want to know how weak humans destroyed your mighty fleets?" Yudkala spoke first. His voice was small and broken. "We had spies in your government. They told us you had no real military." "You had spies," Min-soo agreed. "But we knew about them. We fed them false information for decades. Every report they sent made you think we were weaker than we really were." War Chief Kelnox slammed his big fist on the table. "Impossible! Our technology is thousands of years ahead of yours." Min-soo smiled. "Was. Your technology was ahead of ours. 50 years ago. But you stopped learning. You thought you were perfect. Meanwhile, we studied everything you had and made it better." He pressed a button. The wall screen showed pictures of human soldiers in spacesuits walking on different planets. Every trading mission we sent was really a spy mission. Every human diplomat was gathering information. Every business deal let us study your technology. The aliens looked at the pictures with growing horror. They saw humans on their home worlds, humans in their cities, humans they had trusted. "Captain Kim So-young," Min-soo said, pointing to a picture of a woman in a diving suit. "She spent 3 years living underwater with the Aquatic Federation. You thought she was a marine biologist. Really, she was learning how to fight in your cities." Another picture showed humans working in a crystal mine. These workers learned how Nexari buildings are made. "Every crystal formation has weak points. We found them all." Zefina of the Nexari made a sound like breaking glass. "You betrayed our friendship." "Friendship?" Min-soo laughed, but it was not a happy sound. "You called us pets. You said we were too stupid to understand real technology. You laughed when we asked for fair treatment." Master Sergeant Park Jong-ho entered the room. He was still wearing his powered armor. The metal suit made him look 3 times bigger than normal. Each step he took shook the floor. "Tell them about the training," Min-soo said. Jong-ho's voice came through speakers in his helmet. We have been preparing for this war since first contact. Every human colony has secret military bases. Every human child learns basic combat skills in school. Even children? Mordak asked. Especially children, Jong-ho said. Corporal Lee Da-young started training when she was 8 years old. She is now 22. She has been preparing for this fight for more than half her life. Da-young stepped forward. She was small without her armor, but her eyes were hard as steel. My grandmother was on New Seoul, she said. She died in the bombing. This fight is personal for all of us. Admiral Hwang Tai-jin appeared on the screen from his flagship. Behind him, human officers worked at computers. Every human in space knew this day would come. We all prepared. We all waited. But the numbers, Kelnock said. We counted your ships. You had maybe 100 vessels total. You counted the ships we let you see, Hwang said. We have been building in secret for 50 years. Hidden shipyards behind moons, construction sites in asteroid belts, mobile factories that move from system to system. The screen showed pictures of massive human shipyards hidden in space, thousands of workers building warships. The aliens had never suspected. Our smallest fighter has more firepower than your biggest battleship, Hwang continued. Our computers are faster, our weapons are stronger, our armor is tougher. Cyber warfare specialist Shin Ye-jin joined the meeting by video. She looked very young, but her smile was dangerous. I have been inside your network since I was 15. Every secret you thought you had, we knew about. How? Mordak asked. Your security is terrible, Ye-jin said. You use the same passwords for everything. You trust anyone who says the right words. You never check for hidden programs in your computers. She typed on her keyboard. Every screen in the room showed alien military plans, secret weapon designs, private messages between alien leaders, lists of their weaknesses and fears. We know everything about you, Ye-jin said. Your military tactics, your political problems, your economic weaknesses. You know almost nothing about us. Commander Bae Hyun-seo spoke from her ship. We know that Vextar soldiers cannot fight in cold weather. We know that Nexari warriors are blind in certain types of light. We know that Aquatic Federation ships cannot operate in low pressure. Every weakness, every fear, every mistake you might make, Minsu said. We planned for all of it. Admiral Song Ji-hai's voice came over the speakers. Bring in the demonstration. 2 human soldiers brought in a metal box. They set it on the table and stepped back. Engineer Choi Woo-jin opened the box with remote control. Inside was a piece of alien technology. It looked like a crystal cube with metal wires. This is a Nexari shield generator, Woo-jin said. Supposed to be impossible to break. He pressed a button. A small human device shot a beam at the crystal. The alien shield generator melted like ice cream. We studied your shields for 30 years, Woo-jin explained. We found exactly the right frequency to make them fail. The aliens stared at their broken technology. Everything they thought they knew was wrong. Your weapons cannot hurt our armor, added materials engineer Park Yoon-seo. Your shields cannot stop our weapons. Your ships are slower than ours. Your computers are weaker than ours. But most important, Minsu said, your soldiers do not fight like ours. Lieutenant Commander Yang Dong-jin stepped forward. He was young but carried himself like a veteran warrior. You fight for conquest, for glory, for your leaders. We fight for our families, for justice, for each other. When you attack a human ship, you try to destroy it quickly and move on, Yang continued. When we attack your ship, we fight until every person on board is dead or surrenders. We do not give up. We do not retreat. We do not stop. Medical Officer Dr. John Subin entered the room. But we also do not murder prisoners. We do not kill civilians. We do not destroy planets for fun. She looked directly at Yutkala. You bombed schools and hospitals on our colonies. You killed children and old people. You did this because you thought it was easier than fighting soldiers. Now you see the difference between us, Dr. John continued. You are bullies who pick on the weak. We are protectors who fight for the innocent. The alien leaders sat in silence. Everything they believed was wrong. Everything they thought they knew was false. What happens to us now? Mordak finally asked. Ambassador Kim Dae-ho walked into the room. He was not smiling anymore. Now you face human justice. President Han Bo-young stood on the bridge of the human flagship Redemption. Through the big windows, she could see the Galactic Council station. Human ships surrounded it like guards around a prison. The war was over, but the real work was just beginning. Madam President, said Director Kim Seo-jun, the surrender documents are ready. Bo-young looked at the papers. 17 different alien civilizations had signed them. Each signature meant millions of beings who would now live under human law. Are you sure about this? Asked Admiral Song Ji-hai. Ruling a galaxy is not easy. We are not ruling, Bo-young said. We are protecting. There is a difference. The first trial started 3 days later. Chief Justice Park Yoon-hai sat at the judge's desk in the station's main courtroom. She was a small woman with gray hair, but her voice filled the room with authority. This court will try war crimes committed against human civilians, she announced. We will follow human law, which says all beings have rights. Yutkala sat at the defendant's table. His scales were pale and his hands shook. I was following orders from the council. Following orders does not excuse murder, Justice Park said. You personally commanded the bombing of schools and hospitals. You killed children who could not fight back. The trial lasted 1 week. Witnesses told their stories. Videos showed the bombing of New Seoul, New Busan, and New Incheon. Alien and human lawyers argued about justice and mercy. In the end, Yutkala was found guilty. You will spend the rest of your life in prison, Justice Park said. You will work to rebuild what you destroyed. Maybe then you will understand the value of innocent life. Similar trials happened across the galaxy. War Chief Kelnox got life, in prison for planning the attacks. Fleet Commander Nexthul got the same sentence. But not every alien leader was punished. Some of you spoke against the attacks, Justice Park told Mordak and other council members. Some of you tried to stop the violence. These actions matter. Mordak was sentenced to 10 years of community service. He would help rebuild human colonies and teach other aliens about peace. General Lim Hae-young commanded the occupation forces. Her soldiers took control of key alien worlds, but they did not act like conquerors. Treat everyone fairly, she told her troops. Help those who need help. Protect those who cannot protect themselves. We are here to build peace, not to take revenge. Captain Cho Mi-jin ran the rehabilitation programs. Her job was to help alien societies learn to live without war. Many of you have only known conflict, she explained to a group of young alien students. You think strength comes from hurting others, but real strength comes from helping others. The students were confused at first. Vextar children had been taught that fighting was the only way to solve problems. Nexari youth believed that power meant controlling others. What if someone attacks us? Asked a young Vextar named Kelnox. Then you defend yourself, Mi-jin said. But you do not attack innocent people. You do not hurt those who cannot fight back. Slowly, the alien worlds began to change. Human teachers showed them new ways to solve problems. Human doctors healed the sick without asking for payment. Human engineers helped build better cities. But the biggest change came from the joint patrol fleets. Captain Yang Dong-jin commanded the first mixed crew of humans and aliens working together. "This is strange," said his second-in-command, a reformed Vextar officer named Sektal. "My people always said humans were weak." "We are not weak," Yang said. "We choose when to fight and when to show mercy. That choice makes us strong." Sektal watched human crew members treat alien crew members as equals. They shared food. They helped each other with work. They laughed at the same jokes. "On my old ship, strong officers beat weak ones," Sektal said. "Here, strong crew members, help weak ones improve." "That is how we build a good crew," Yang explained. "Everyone does their best when they know others care about them." Medical officer Dr. Jian Su-bin worked in the medical bay. She treated humans and aliens the same way. When a Nexari engineer was hurt in an accident, she worked all night to save his life. "Why?" the engineer asked when he woke up. "I am not human. My people fought against yours." "You are a person," Dr. Jian said. "That is enough." Ambassador Seo. Kyung-min became the new head of Galactic government. His job was to make sure all species were treated fairly. "The old council ruled by fear," he said in his first speech. "We will govern by justice. Every being has rights. Every world has a voice. Every species will be protected." Some aliens still resisted. On the outer worlds, rebel groups tried to restart the old ways, but they found no support from their own people. "Why should we fight?" asked ordinary alien citizens. "The humans give us medicine when we are sick. They help us when disasters happen. They do not steal from us or hurt us." Admiral Song Ji-hai commanded the defense fleets from Earth's orbital station. She watched the galaxy through thousands of sensors and cameras. "How are things looking?" asked President Bo Young during their weekly meeting. "Better every day," Song replied. "Trade is increasing. Crime is decreasing. Most aliens seem happy with the new system." "Any trouble spots?" "A few. Some Vextar nobles want their old power back. Some Nexari crystals refuse to work with other species. But nothing we cannot handle." The president looked out at the stars. "Do you think we did the right thing?" "We saved millions of innocent lives," Song said. "We stopped bullies from hurting the weak. We gave justice to those who deserved it. Yes, I think we did right." "Even the violent parts?" Song was quiet for a moment. "They forced us to be violent. They attacked our families. They murdered our children. We responded with exactly the force needed to stop them. And now? Now we show them a better way. We prove that strength and kindness can work together." 5 years later, the galaxy was peaceful. The old council's warships had been turned into rescue ships and medical vessels. Former warrior worlds now grew food and built schools. Ambassador Kim Dae-ho visited the reformed Galactic Council Station. Aliens and humans worked together in every department. The fear was gone. The hatred was fading. He stopped by his old office. The new occupant was a young Vextar named Yil-tha. She had been a child during the war. "Ambassador Kim," she said respectfully, "I wanted to thank you." "For what?" "For showing us that there was a better way. My father was a soldier in the old fleet. He always said humans were weak fools. But you proved that wisdom is stronger than violence." Dae-ho smiled. It was his old kind smile, but now it had real warmth behind it. "How are things going?" "Very well. We have trade agreements with 12 systems. No conflicts, no wars. People are building instead of destroying. Good, Deho said. That is what we wanted all along. He walked to the viewing deck and looked out at space. Human and alien ships flew together on peaceful missions. Children of different species played together in the station's parks. Former enemies had become friends. The galaxy had learned a hard lesson. Peaceful people were not weak people. They were people who chose peace when possible and war only when necessary. And when they did choose war, they fought not for conquest, but for justice. The bullies were gone. The innocent were protected. And the stars shone down on a galaxy finally at peace.